Of these symbols used by the Cabal speak to our subconscious mind and have their own energetic imprint. On another level, secret societies use symbolism as a wink and a nod to other members, and to show the world that they are the true influencers and controllers of society, and we, what they call the useless eaters, the profane, are too in a trance, too stupid to even realize what is happening. However, delving to the deepest levels of the occult, with an understanding of what they call natural law, the dark occultists use symbolism and predictive programming as a means to let the world know their agenda and hide the truth out in the open. Such a blatant and treacherous doctrine of suppression was opposed by no less a statesman than United States President John F. Kennedy in a speech before the American Newspaper Publishers Association, whose own slang was littered with intrigue and covered up at the highest levels of government.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of his program, for from that scrutiny comes understanding, and from that understanding comes support or opposition, and both are necessary. I am not asking your newspapers to support an administration, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. For I have complete confidence and the response and dedication of our citizens whenever they are fully informed. Confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be, free and independent.
karma clearing is the process of divulging your intentions to the unaware in order to receive the blessings or energy from the dark entity you wish to please through way of lies, deception, and darkness. One of their favorite ways to do this is through television and movies, as it can always be passed off as fiction, you know. Oh, you're crazy, that was only a movie. What's important here is that in order for them to facilitate the demented plans they've been carrying out on society for eons, they need to tell us what they are going to do. They need to clear their karma, or energy, so that what they are doing is already known. Whether it be conscious or subconscious, it's irrelevant. All that matters is that in some form, they tell us what they are going to do. So, to avoid the consequences, karma, for their evil actions, they know we must consent to our freedom being impeded upon. Kind of like a vampire needing to be invited into the victim's home. Through our inability to consciously decode their messages, we are unknowingly giving them consent to continue their plans. They believe it adds to the dark magic of their spell if they provide their agenda in plain sight for everyone to see. Since we have been told, in their eyes we have provided consent, and hence they believe they have not broken natural law. Try to understand that the Cabal view us as pests that need to be kept in line so that they can get to enjoy the earth's wonders whilst we continue to live as debt slaves. It is a dangerous influence and power these nefarious groups wield. Through their esoteric secrecy in their covert attempts to undermine certain social and political orders, while furthering their own hidden Luciferian agenda. The merger of media companies in the last decades generated a small oligarchy of media conglomerates. The TV shows we follow, the music we listen to, the movies we watch, and the newspapers we read are all produced by 5 corporations. The owners of those corporations have close ties to the world's globalists. By owning all of the possible outlets having the potential to reach the masses, these corporations have the power to create in the minds of the people a single and cohesive worldview, engendering a standardization of human thought.
These you assume you adopted through free will but are actually a result of hidden messages.
Okay, so what if there are messages that aren't subliminal, but are meant only for certain people?
Of course. That's as common as tits and hamburgers.
This subject is explored in more detail in Wilson Bryan Key's 1973 book Subliminal Seduction. Let's have a look at a quick example. Here we see a picture of some flowers. Yes? Okay. Well, I will give you, the viewer, 10 seconds to find a word hidden in the picture. Starting now. Time is up. Now you can see the word. If I show you the image again, you will now see the word every time. Your consciousness is now open to the fact that there is a word hidden in the picture. Let us now look at some examples of Disney's subliminal messages. 1958 preface to A Brave New World, Aldous Huxley paints a rather grim portrait of society. He believes it is controlled by an impersonal force, a ruling elite which manipulates the population using a variety of methods. He states, impersonal forces over which we have almost no control seem to be pushing us.
Let's take a quick break and just listen to the roosters crow. I seriously hope y'all are awake. This is satanic. This is evil, pure evil. The things that they are doing to us, the things that they are doing to the children, the government is behind it. Why else do you think they stay in power for so long? Why the heck do you think they all live for so long? It is ridiculous. Look. Listen, people. I don't care if you are a man dressed in a woman's clothing. I don't care if you're a woman dressed in man's clothing. I don't care if you're a drag. I don't care if you're gay or whatever. But leave the children alone. Do you know why they're attacking the children, huh? Do you know why they're attacking the children? Because the children are the closest things to God. That is why. I am just so mad right now. Back in October 13, I put out a video about Balenciaga and, all this lies that they've been... You know what? YouTube banned that video and took it down. Yeah, that's right. And that was since October that I was talking about Balenciaga, and they took it down. Didn't even give it a chance to get many views at all. But now it's all coming out. If y'all would just open your eyes and see what they're doing to you, what they're doing to the children through education, through government subsidies, through everything. Do you think they have not infiltrated everything in our lives? From chemtrails that they're spraying all over the atmosphere to seeds that you can't even regrow. Oh. Be self-reliant, people. Be self-reliant. Don't depend on the government. Don't think that they're here to help you. If that's what you think, you are gravely mistaken. Gravely mistaken. Because they don't give two hoots about you. Do you not see your rights being taken away a little at a time? I am for the Second Amendment. That's me. I am for free speech. That's me. As much as I want to put so many other things out here, on this stupid platform, they censor you. There's no such thing as opinions anymore. You don't have an opinion if it doesn't fit their narrative. You can't go against them because they censor you. They'll cancel you. You know how we got here? Complacency. Back in the olden days, I remember you did something wrong, boy, the whole town will be against you. If you did something wrong, now it's none of my business. It's not happening to me. It doesn't affect me. It's none of my business. It is all our business. Wake up, people. Wake up.